I'm Ejisu from Unless. In this video, let's find out how CGS improved its user experience by 16% with Unless by personalizing its content to fit the product interests of its visitors. CGS is a company that offers applications, enterprise learning, and business process outsourcing, so it supports the most fundamental business activities of its clients. With impressive and diverse clients such as Microsoft, MasterCard, Walmart, McDonald's, and more, it can be a challenge to get the messaging just right for each new lead. CGS addressed this by using the no-code user experience platform of Unless. As a result, they saw a significant uplift in attention span, engagement, stickiness, and lead scores. Let's find out how. CGS offers multiple products and services that are distinctly different from each other without any overlap. This means that when a visitor lands on the CGS website, they are interested in one product specifically and none of the others. The challenge here is to have a homepage and overall website experience that speaks to each visitor, no matter the segment they belong to. CGS found some great ways to go about this. First, they had to figure out which website visitors are interested in which products. Behavioral cues are a clear giveaway here and easy to set up for segmentation. A second method they used was firmographic data. In the case of CGS, knowing someone's industry provides them with a good idea of the product interest of a visitor. They then set up experiences to cater to each of these segments. First, it's important to define the audiences. For this, CGS made use of two approaches: segmentation based on behavior and industry. The behavior of a website visitor is the best intel you can get about their interests. Which pages did they look at? What was their landing page? Which campaign got them here? These are all clues that tell you about the interests of your visitors. In the case of CGS, if a visitor looked at product pages about learning or read blog posts about outsourcing or checked a case study about fashion, they would join those respective audiences. Additionally, Unless provides firmographic data, which allows you to identify the industries of your visitors and segment them into different audiences. In the case of CGS, this was pretty much a one-to-one match, since there is a clear connection between the industries of its visitors and their product interests. Combining targeting conditions that are based on behavior and firmographic data ensures that you cover more ground and visitors are less likely to fall through the cracks. Now that we have that covered, we can take a look at some of the experiences they came up with. First, the focus was on above the fold. Since the banner on the homepage is the first thing most people see and it has to make a good impression, the first few seconds are the make or break moment for websites. Then and there, a visitor decides whether to bounce or keep on reading. This also means that any optimizations you make are likely to have a significant impact. So that is where CGS started. The header, subtext, and CTA were adjusted for each audience based on product interest. So if you belong to one of these predefined audiences, instead of applications, learning, and outsourcing company, you would see something specific to learning or outsourcing or retail as shown in these screenshots, but not all three at once. We humans are visual creatures, and the video that plays in the background also had to be changed to fit the narrative of each product or service. The next focus area was social proof, a great way to build trust with leads. CGS was already highlighting its happy customers on the homepage, as can be seen here. The next step was to swap and switch the logos to fit the industries and product interests of the visitors. For example, if you are interested in their ERP solution designed for fashion and footwear brands, you will only see logos of retail brands, emphasizing the track record of CGS. A selection of logos were shown to visitors based on the audiences they belong to. If you don't already have logos on your website, you can use one of our testimonial components. No coding necessary, simply select and start configuring. In a similar vein, we also have happy customer quote blocks that you can easily insert into your pages. Lastly, CGS is a powerhouse when it comes to creating valuable and sometimes gated content. They have articles, ebooks, white papers, case studies, webinars, and more. All this content is a great way for them to be discovered and to generate leads, but they have to make sure that each lead sees a content piece that is relevant to them. That is the only way they will click Get the Guide and be likely to fill the form that follows. Relevance is key here. The same way a webshop shows you products you might like, CGS needs to show content pieces their leads might like, and this will differ from person to person. Once again, you can use one of our content components to quickly add a new element to your pages. To wrap it up, CGS has tried and tested many experiences with Unless over the years, ranging from personalized content recommendation sideboxes to pre-filled form submissions. In that time, the homepage experiences explained here have remained their favorites. With these experiences and more, CGS has seen a significant improvement in the overall user experience of its website. If we look at the average for the first half of 2021, they have seen 6% increase in engagement, 18% increase in attention span, 23.5% increase in stickiness, and 18% increase in lead score. So what are the main takeaways from this case study? Before you start making any changes, identify your personas and map out how you can recognize them. If you are unsure how to go about this, we at Unless can arrange an ideation session with you and your team to help. Custom traits are great for more personalized targeting conditions. If you don't know what to change or test first, but you would like to make a big impact, Above the Fold on the homepage is a good place to start. Your changes don't have to be limited to elements that already exist on a page. You can add one of the many components we provide, all of which are customizable to fit your brand and design. Optimization doesn't have to be complicated nor time-consuming. That's it for this video. You can contact us for more information and make sure to stay tuned for future videos. Bye!